Alright. So I'm gonna take some major heat for this rant, like it's a hot take and I know that it might rub some people the wrong way, but let's chat about some real facts about the future of combat sports. And don't get me wrong, bro, like before I start off, like I'm gonna say, like this is a rant about the whole grappler-heavy game for these MMA fighters and how they're taking over. And I am like one of the biggest fans for Khabib, and I always said this is MMA, not boxing, so it's gonna involve grappling, it's gonna involve clinch work, it's gonna involve jiu-jitsu. But now the more I see it, like it's just Khabib clones. Like they're just coming up, they're just laying over each other for 25 minutes and boom, they win. I mean, Merab was active on the ground, but Shevchenko versus Grasso, bro, like that was like the sisters were scissoring each other, and that's it. Like it was getting me bricked up, but it was a boring fight still. And might I say it, boxing might actually surpass UFC with all the weird shit that is happening, like YouTube fighters, Ryan Garcia active as well, freaking Francis Ngannou coming into the boxing world. As I said, it's a hot take, but boxing might become more interesting than UFC. UFC isn't getting me that hype no more, because like sometimes the fights fell off and most of these divisions just got grapplers like just laying over each other, kind of sus still. It's like becoming like a full-on hugfest while boxing out here looking sharp, and I get it, bro. Like UFC, like a lot of fans think that it's all that. Well, let me explain how it's falling apart. You know how you seen Merab Bilal, man's out here hugging and kissing Sean O'Malley, and quite literally as well, like it's Valentine's Day. UFC turned into some Love Island thing, bro. Man, like O'Malley was supposed to be the next big thing, bro. The flash, the attacks, the striking, the skinny but a dangerous vibe. Looked like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Obviously he wasn't that great on the mic. I mean, at least he was better than Merab, who's on the mic just yapping, bro. Like I've never seen someone talk so much of nothing. Like 25 minutes. I felt like the round itself was 5 rounds, and then he talked 25 minutes more after the fight. God knows what he was talking about. It was just a lot of rambling still. Sean was making moves, like he wanted to move towards boxing. Like he talked about beefing with Tank and Ryan, a lot of them in boxing, but now man just got hugged out of the UFC. At this point, like it's becoming the ultimate cuddling championship. Like obviously you got Bilal as well. Fortunately I remember his name, because at this point the brother did the same thing. He took off Leon Edwards, who was obviously a more striker heavy sort of fighter, and now Sean O'Malley is off as well. Now we got these two huggers dominating these divisions. And then we got announced that bullshit of a fight, Jon Jones and Miocic. Like nobody cares about that fight. That's some Hollywood sequel thing. Who asked for this? And obviously Adesanya now is slowing down as well, fighting people on the street. And then Usman is taking big L's as well, like on his podcast and off the podcast. And Pereira, bro, he's 37. The man's closer to his retirement than his next title. Are we supposed to rely on Grandpa Pereira, bro? Like nah. And now Sean O'Malley, who seemed like an interesting prospect, like with the striking and stuff, got finished by a grappler. Gonna be honest, man, this is getting tragic at this point. And to make matters worse is the Dana White and his weird take about Jon Jones, like always glazing. Like it's just insane. He keeps protecting Jon Jones like he's some delicate flower, man. This is moving like Tank Davis and Canelo thing, like how they never wanted them to fight. UFC just copying boxing script now. Like Jon Jones get more protection than any fight I've ever seen. It's some next level security guard behavior. Meanwhile, boxing taking notes from UFC and running with the formula. Like you see how UFC became a juggernaut, yeah? Now boxing learning the game and switching it up. If Dana don't pattern up, it's long for UFC, I'm not gonna lie. And let me break it down for you. The UFC divisions are looking shambles. Like heavyweight, worst division in the combat sports. Like Tom Espinal is literally begging for a fight with Jon Jones, and Jon Jones is just Twitter heavy. Like just like I don't know what he's doing. Flyweight's looking dead as well. You look Pantoja, brother, that guy on good, like one of the most boring fighters I've ever seen, and he's a grappler as well. Then you got Merab at bantamweight, same thing, grappler. Elliot Taporia, he's good, he's a good striker, but at the end of the day, this guy is just annoying, bro, like bare annoying. Islam Makhachev, he's doing good, like he's a grappler, but he's done, like he's had finishes, like he finished Alex Volkanovski, and obviously he finished Charles Oliveira as well. So like this guy is out here, and then he also had like a banger fight with Dustin Poirier. So like this guy, lightweight, is looking good. It's always been good, it's still looking good. Then we got welterweight, and we got bro, like even saying his name puts me to sleep. Bilal Muhammad, bro, like that guy on God. Nah, I'm joking, man. Like he worked his way up, but you know, having Bilal Muhammad and Merab as champions, I don't know, Kazi. It's a bit bleak, you know. And then you got Dricus Du Plessis, who looks like the best and the worst fighter ever. The way he blitzed in, like, it's just weird. I don't know how he gets it done. Although he's undefeated on the mic, bro. Like, he would make all the champions cry. His trash talk is insane. And I give Merab some props on that as well. He's good on the social media, but when I saw him talking on the mic, bro, he talks so much and none of it makes sense. And then we got Alex Pereira. He's got 2 defenses. He came in and got the UFC on a chokehold, but he's 37, bro. As I said, he's coming close to retirement, and I don't know how many fights he got left in him. And then Jon Jones, I'm not even gonna talk about him, bro. Like, they got an interim champion. He's been sitting for, I don't know, 2 years now, just not fucking fighting. Like, it's dead. And like the way it's going, it looks like everything is getting taken over by grapplers, and no one wants to watch Mandem rolling on the mat like jiu-jitsu class. And I get like people's gonna be like, oh, but like, it's MMA, it's meant to have boxing, and it's meant to have wrestling and grappling. But there's 5% of true UFC fans. I've been watching this sport like from the Anderson Silva days, but I'm telling you, like the new fans, the sports, if it keeps doing this, it's not gonna grow. Most of these fans want action, bro, not cuddles. Ain't nobody got time for that, you get me? While on the boxing, it looked like it's getting back onto the energy, like Tank Davis, Canelo, Ryan Garcia. We got like Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury. Like these guys, they're making some mad moves, you know, all striking, no hugging. Boxing fans don't have to worry about start getting hugged out or just, you know, like not making it to the fight. So you're getting what you pay for, and that's what I think boxing might, like, you know, I know it's always been at the top, but there was a time that it was declining rapidly. But right now it looks like they took a leaf out of like UFC's book, and they're actually back on track. So yeah, fam, like that's the truth right here. UFC is looking like some slow motion hugfest, while boxing bringing the fire, and it's only gonna get bigger. But don't take my word for it, we'll see what happens in it. But if you're still out here believing UFC's the GOAT, I can't help you. Like, just don't be mad when boxing take over the streets again. ONE FC is better than UFC. You know why? Because of the freaking kickboxing. I don't know why Dana White doesn't start Muay Thai things, you know, like you know how ONE FC does it. Bring some raw tongue into it, like, you know, get that shit going. Like, I'm already pissed off how they let go of Demetrius Johnson, and he went out to do so many things. So yeah, UFC, I think, is just getting too comfortable thinking that they're the big man out here and nobody's gonna oppose them. But I feel like boxing, ONE FC, PFO, these people like may overtake them, and now they got the Saudi money, while UFC just keep increasing the pay-per-view money. But you know, they do so many events, but not all of them are bangers, and sometimes you don't get what you pay for. So that's why I feel like UFC needs to humble itself and actually go back into the drawing board and see what they can do to you know, like, mix it up. What I think would be good is like maybe introduce Muay Thai, like instead of that bullshit slapping competition that you lots have, introduce Muay Thai into it so that people can enjoy like full bang out fighting, like, you get me? Anyway, leave a like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. If you're against what I just said or if you're with me, let me know. And yeah, until next time, safe.